lovely. So we are going to try, I say try, I should be more optimistic. We are going to recreate some of the techniques that are in this card. There we go. We're going to recreate this stencil technique using a blending brush and masking paper. So what I need you to tell me, this is the choice that I need you to tell me, is that whether this card is going to be a wedding card, a birthday card, or a thank you card. Okay, so while I start putting that together, put your votes in the comments. Do you want it to be a wedding card, a birthday card, or a thank you card? So what I'm going to need to create this card today is I've just got, oh, thank you, Grace. Nice to see you. Where are you tuning in from? I have got a petal pink card base, the usual size, 5.5 by 8.5, scored in the center. And then I've got an additional piece of petal pink cardstock, and this is the same size as the card front. So it is 4.25 by 5.5. Hey, Kim, nice to see you too. Kim is voting for thank you card. Okay, and so then what I've got is a piece of masking paper, and it is the same size, 5.5 by 4.25. And we are using the Two-Tone Flora bundle. And for our sentiment, we're going to use the Something Fancy bundle as well. These products are in your spring mini catalog. So this gorgeous negative image die comes with the Two-Tone Flora bundle, and I'm going to use it on the masking paper. And I'm going to use it like directly on the masking paper. Let me get this grid paper out of the way. Make some room here. Bring in my beautiful Susie machine. There we go. Zoom up a little bit. So turn that like that so you can see what I'm doing. I am, first of all, checking which side of the masking paper is going to come off later. So I am going to put that side down and put this side, this die, right on top. And it's going to take up pretty much the whole paper. Oh, Grace is voting for a birthday card. Grace, tuning in from New Zealand. Love to see it. Thanks for being here with us today. Okay, so let's put that through the machine. And I'm going to pop it through back the other way. I don't usually do that, but sometimes with these really intricate dies, I do want to give it an extra chance. Now, when I pick this up, it's going to be a mess, but don't worry. Okay, so this is what we've got. This is what it looks like from the back, and you can see there's going to be a lot of little bits that need to all be cleaned up. But guess what, folks? In the interest of our time, I have already done this. So let me get this out of the way. So what you would do with this is peel it off the die and then peel the backing off the masking paper and then stick it down onto your cardstock. So it takes a few minutes to fuss through it, and yes, you will have little pieces like this absolutely everywhere. I'm telling you from experience. But when you're done, it will look like this, which is already very pretty, isn't it? Hey, Maury. Oh, Maury's voting for a birthday card. Okay, so we got 2 votes for a birthday card. If you have other votes, get them in the comments. You have a few more minutes before we get to that point. So the reason I made this cardstock bigger is so that I would have the ability to have the whole entire image from that die on the cardstock. So now I'm going to bring back in my grid paper. I'm going to get my petal pink ink. I'm going to grab my blending brush, and I'm going to use this stencil that I've created out of the masking paper to add ink to my cardstock. Doesn't look too amazing right now, but believe me, it will. Now, while I'm doing this, I want to tell you that releasing this week is the Two-Tone Flora mini class with tutorials and content by myself and Lisa Ann Bernard. We are running a Fancy Flora stamp camp next weekend, but we are also releasing the same content as a mini class. So it saves you some money and you don't have to show up on a specific day to get it done. You can do it anytime at your convenience. So that will be, if you are subscribed to my newsletter, you'll be hearing about that in the newsletter tomorrow. And I'll be talking about that more coming up this week. But basically, you're going to get the products that you're seeing me use here today, the Two-Tone Flora bundle, and you're going to get tutorials to make 6 gorgeous cards with that bundle, as well as 4 3D projects. And you get all of that information, access to an exclusive Facebook group, replayable videos, and a free gift for about $108. Now, if you look at what the product price is on that bundle, you'll see that is an incredible deal. So stay tuned for details on how to sign up for that. Okay, so I have done my blending. Now I'm going to peel this off. This is one of the reasons I used the masking paper, is because I wanted it to stick down and then to be able to peel it off. Ooh, look at that. Okay, I must have been a little bit too enthusiastic when I stuck it down because I've got a little bit of a rip here. That's okay. And I'll show you why when I finish peeling. Oh my goodness, I'm really happy with how that turned out. Okay, all of these flowers being revealed. All right, so you're going to see again the method behind my madness of making this piece a little bit larger than what I usually do. I usually cut my card front piece to be 4 by 5 1/4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this piece to be that size, but I wanted to be able to do the masking and inking first so that I could judge where best to cut that off. Some stubborn little bits of masking paper. Okay, there we go. What do you think? Looking pretty nice, hey? Last time I did this technique over with this card, I used Fresh Freesia cardstock and I used Orchid Oasis ink. And oh my goodness, what a stunning contrast. I also used cardstock as a stencil instead of the masking paper like I used today. So I'm going to grab my trimmer. I'm going to trim this down a little bit so that it's going to fit on the front of my card. How's it going with the battle of what kind of card this is going to be? Have we decided yet? We have 1 vote for thank you and 2 for birthday. So it's looking like birthday is going to be the one. That's fine by me. The Something Fancy bundle has so many beautiful sentiments for lots of different occasions. I hope it's going to carry over into the new catalog, don't you? It's almost time to start thinking about retiring products. We'll be able to see the retiring list on March 29th. So make sure you're watching my page for those announcements. All right, so I've got that trimmed down. It's looking like a good size now. And if I, oops, there's my card base. Put it on my card base like so. Lovely. And of course I could trim it down even further and put a contrasting layer in between if I was getting excited. Today I'm not going to do that because instead I'm going to spend some time showing you these gorgeous flower stamps from the Two-Tone Flora stamp set. Oh, hey Glenda, hey Becky. Oh, we're getting all the fun friends joining us today. That's fantastic. So I've got some scrap white paper. This is where we're going to stamp our flowers. And I've got a whole ton of ink because these flowers are so fun to stamp. And each one, you get to stamp it twice. So let me show you what I mean. I'm going to start with the biggest one. Hey, Kathy, where are you tuning in from? My goodness, so many friends today. Okay, I'm going to start with the biggest one, and I'm going to make it petal pink because why not? Good to have a flower that matches our card base, right? Okay, so you'll notice too that under my photopolymer stamps, I'm using my Stampin' Pierce mat. That helps it have a clear image when I'm stamping. And I am going to stamp this stamp. See how it's got all these details of the flowers? High River, Alberta. Awesome. Nice to see you, Kathy. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this right over top, and because we've got clear stamps and clear blocks, we can see exactly where we're stamping, and look at that gorgeous detail that those stamps brought us. I mean, can you deal with that? It is so gorgeous. I have been using this stamp set constantly since I got it, as you can imagine. All right, so how about a blue flower next? Blue is my favorite color, although it always seems a little bit strange to stamp blue roses. I don't know, are there blue roses? Someone out there who knows more about flowers can tell me that. I only know about stamping, don't know much about flowers. Here's our blue rose, and there's the details. And we are going to bring in Orchid Oasis. It is really snowing out. Yeah, so it's snowing here too, Maury. My husband's taking the bus home today instead of me going to pick him up. That's how much it's snowing. I do not like it. Look at that gorgeous detailed flower. Glenda, is it snowing over in Port? Dyed blue roses. Okay, yeah, I guess you could dye them blue. I've seen all kinds of different things that you can do when you dye flowers, right? So I guess you're right. I guess you can just have any color you want. All right. Now I think the next thing we need to do is stamp some vines. We're going to stamp some more flowers too. Let's get the vines done. Love that color combination, right, Kathy? Me too. I mean, first of all, the Fancy Flora paper that is part of this suite has so many gorgeous colors. And then I've just been playing around with all of the colors that coordinate with that paper, using that as a starting point to figure out what kind of color combinations for my flowers. And I have to say, I don't think I've tried a combination yet that I don't like. It's just, it's real easy to look like an artist with this set. Okay, so we got some beautiful vines in Soft Succulent and Evening Evergreen. And then let's see, let's get some more flowers in here. What have we not tried? Let's do a Fresh Freesia one. Fresh Freesia. Let's do a big one in Fresh Freesia. One of my favorite colors, Fresh Freesia. So pretty. And we'll do the details in Orchid Oasis again. So now that we got so many people here, if you're enjoying the video, would you please take a moment to hit that heart button, because that tells Facebook that you're enjoying my content and it should be shared with others so that others can see this gorgeous flower. That would be awesome if you could. And we're almost at the point now where we're going to have to decide on a sentiment. So if you have an opinion, right now birthday card's in the lead. The other options are thank you card and wedding card. And we're going to stamp a Daffodil Delight flower. And then we're going to bring in the details with Calypso Coral. There we go. Which one's your favorite, gang? If it's too hard to choose, I agree with you. That's why we're going to try and put all of them on our card. We'll see how we go. Okay, get the ink out of the way. We're done with that for the moment. Now we got to do some cutting with the beautiful coordinating dies that come with the Two-Tone Flora bundle. I'm going to get my little mini machine because it fits so much more nicely on the desk than my big one. And let's see. Where did I put my plates? There they are. Yeah, it is really snowing out. I hope none of you need to drive anywhere tonight. I fortunately do not need to. Happy to be staying at home, working from home today. Just spending the afternoon with my Make It Monday fans. Okay. Do you like this beautiful blue machine that I've got here? Because I want to let you know the celebration offer, if you join my team by February 28th, you could get this machine for half price. Only $40, I think it's $42. Pretty awesome deal. Bad news is February 28th is tomorrow. You only have one more day to take advantage of this. Today and tomorrow. And I do really love this mini machine. Such a great option if you don't have a lot of space or if you like to travel with your crafting. I know some people like to take it with them when they go in their RV, things like that. So yeah, it's an awesome deal to join Stampin' Up right now. You get to choose $205 worth of product and pay only $135. Plus, you can get this little cutting and embossing machine for half price on top of that. So pretty beautiful deal. Uh-oh. I have a miscut. That is sad. What happened here? It accidentally moved. The die moved as I was cutting through. So it's a little bit of a glitch there, but that's okay. We got lots of other flowers to use. I'm just going to cut out one more vine. Oh, thank you for sharing, Kathy. That's fantastic. That is fabulous. I appreciate it. As you know, people who share the video, whether you share it live or throughout the week, you get a chance to win the card the following week. So everybody who shares this video is going to get a chance to win the finished card. All right. So our flowers are looking gorgeous. Get these dies out of the way. Beautiful. This one's not quite perfect, but that's all right. Now, let's see. Anybody got a vote on the sentiment? I don't see any more votes, so birthday card it is. We're going to look at the Something Fancy bundle, and we're going to do, I didn't forget your birthday, I'm just stretching out the celebration. That's going to be our sentiment for the day. And we've got all these awesome label shapes that coordinate with the sentiments. Plus, these labels are going to coordinate with so many other stamps that you already have in your collection, right? Okay, how about that one? And then that one as a border. Do we want a border? I don't know. Let's just do this one and see where we get to. Okay. Gonna bring back my beautiful blue Sue. You love that sentiment, Maury? Is that because you often forget people's birthdays? I find I do, or I used to. Now I'm much better. I have a whole birthday calendar system to try and keep me up to date. And by the way, if you go to my website, inkyfingers.ca, you will get a prompt to sign up for my newsletter. And if you sign up for my newsletter, not only will you get all the awesome deals and tutorials and tips and all of that good stuff in your inbox, but you'll also get my free guide to how to stay on top of sending your birthday cards and always send them on time. Okay, I need a bigger block. Here we are. Okay, now of course the tough choice is, what color are we going to stamp this? I think I'm going to do it in Calypso Coral, just to be contrary. And I don't need to use my Stampin' Pierce mat because this stamp set is red rubber, not photopolymer. I didn't forget your birthday. I'm just stretching out the celebration. Who could blame me for that? Any excuse for more celebrating is what I say. All right. So we're starting to see how this card is going to come together. Going to put some vines in here. I've just realized something. I'm feeling like I really need this extra flower, the blue flower that I cut that didn't work out. But guess what? Here's where past Laura was taking good care of me. Because every time I stamp with this stamp set, I end up stamping a few extras and I die cut them and then I just put them away. And then later I'm going to need them. So guess what? We're just going to grab one out of there. I just keep them in a little bag inside my stamp case. And then I have them when I need them, right? Okay. Now that I'm looking at this, I definitely want a Calypso coral border around that. So I'm going to grab my cardstock. Holy smokes, that's looking beautiful though, hey? So who else has this set or wants this set? Tell me in the comments. Do you have it? If you have it, are you using it? If you don't have it, do you want it? If you fall into any of those categories, I would love to have you sign up for the oops, bumped my camera, for the Fancy Flora mini class, because you're going to get so many ideas, so much inspiration on how to use this bundle. So if you'd like more inspiration and information and want to know how to sign up for that, why don't you throw me a comment and say, interested, tell me more, or something to that effect. Throw me a comment, let me know if you'd like to know more about that mini class, and I'll get in touch when I have all the details, which, like I said, will be soon. Ooh, yes, loving that. Okay, let's start putting this together. Oh, thanks, Maury. I'm glad you like the tips. I always try. You have this set, but you haven't played with it much. Kim, that is, or pardon me, Kathy, that is surprising. It's such a great set. I hope you make some time to play with it soon. Okay. There we go. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to stick all the flowers around the sentiment, and some are going to be behind and some are going to be in front. And I'm just going to use adhesive for all of that. And then, ooh, yes, please. And then I'm going to attach the whole thing with dimensionals. And then we're going to embellish it. Because we got to embellish it, friends. Right? You have the paper. Oh, the paper is gorgeous. But yes, you need the bundle. Sign up for my mini class, Maury. You'll love it. Tons and tons of ideas. There we go. We're going to put that one down there. Yep. So what did you think about using the die, the big die, as a stencil? Was that an idea that was interesting to you? Is that something you've tried before? I have to say that I love great big negative image dies, and that one particularly inspired me to try the stencil technique, because I just I was pretty sure it was going to be gorgeous, and it is. Okay. Oh, I feel like I need a little mini one up there on that lovely vine. So don't forget all of the products that you see me using today, not just the bundle, but the tools, the ink, cardstock, etc. All of it you can buy from inkyfingers.ca. You have 2 more days to earn free Celebration exclusive items with your purchase, and 2 more days to get the awesome deal by joining my team and getting yourself a free 70-something in product plus a half-price machine. Okay, I'm loving this. How about you? What do you think? Okay, and then we're going to add some rhinestones. Yeah, exactly, right, Kathy? You might as well. All right. These iridescent rhinestones are some of my favorite embellishments. I myself tend to go for the embellishments that are like, they'll go with anything rather than specific ones that only go with a specific suite. I like the ones that can dress up any project. I am so happy with that card. My goodness. So we're going to give away this card next week. I forgot to check who shared last week's video and is going to win last week's card, but I will check right after I finish the video and send that card out. And if you would like a chance to win this card, be sure to share this video and leave me a comment that you've shared, because Facebook doesn't always show me who has shared. And I want to thank you so much for spending this time with me today on Make It Monday. I'll be back here this same time next Monday to show you another great project. And like I said, check out my website. Maybe pop into my newsletter to get all the deals that you need. Have a great day, everyone, and happy stamping! Bye!